Lewis had always lived a life of quiet routine. Each day unfolded much like the last, a predictable rhythm of work, errands, and evenings spent lost in thought. He often felt a faint whisper of something missing, a sense of unfulfilled potential, but he never quite knew what it was or how to pursue it. The world outside his window, with its vibrant colors and endless possibilities, often felt like a stage he was merely observing, never truly stepping onto. One rainy afternoon, seeking shelter, Lewis stumbled upon an old, forgotten library, its facade draped in ivy, its heavy wooden doors creaking open as if in welcome. Inside, the air hummed with an arcane stillness, thick with the scent of aged paper and forgotten tales. It wasn't like any library he'd ever seen. The shelves stretched endlessly, soaring towards a vaulted ceiling, each filled with countless volumes. But what struck Lewis most profoundly was that each book bore not a title, but a name. He wandered the labyrinthine aisles, his fingers tracing the embossed letters: Eleanor Vance, Arthur Jenkins, Sophia Rodriguez. Every person, it seemed, had a book here, a chronicle of their existence. A strange mix of curiosity and trepidation filled him as he searched, half-hoping, half-dreading, to find his own. Then, there it was, nestled between Laura Schmidt and Michael Chun, Louis Du Bois. His breath caught in his throat. This was it, his life story, bound in leather. He pulled it from the shelf, his heart thudding with anticipation. What adventures had he embarked on? What triumphs had he celebrated? What wisdom had he accumulated? He opened the cover, slowly, reverently, and then a profound emptiness settled over him. The pages, from front to back, were utterly blank. Not a single word, not a solitary line, nothing but pristine, untouched white. A cold dread seeped into his bones. Had he lived so little that his story was yet to begin? Or worse, had it never even been considered worthy of record? A gentle voice broke the silence. A common sight, I assure you. Lewis looked up to see an elderly librarian, her face a roadmap of gentle wisdom, her spectacles perched on the end of her nose. She gestured to his empty book. "These," she said, her voice soft but resonant, "these are the dreams people never lived, the adventures they postponed, the passions they ignored, the risks they dared not take. Each book here represents a life," she continued, her gaze sweeping across the vast collection. "Some are filled to the brim, tales of courage, joy, sorrow, and profound experience. Others remain tragically empty, not because the individual lacked potential, but because they lacked the courage to write their own story. They let fear be the editor, striking out chapters before they were even conceived." Lewis stared at his blank pages, the librarian's words echoing in his mind. He saw himself in those empty spaces, the career he always dreamed of but never pursued, the journey he longed to take but always found an excuse to delay, the creative projects that died in his imagination before ever seeing the light of day. Fear. It had been the silent, insidious force that had kept his pen from ever touching the page. The fear of failure, the fear of judgment, the fear of stepping outside the comfortable, if unfulfilling, routine. But as he looked at the pristine white, a different feeling began to stir. Not despair, but a fierce, burgeoning resolve. These weren't pages that couldn't be filled. They were pages waiting to be written. His story wasn't over. It had simply been waiting for him to pick up the pen. The librarian smiled, as if reading his thoughts. "Your story isn't finished, Lewis. It's simply waiting for you to begin writing." From that day forward, Lewis's life was transformed. He didn't just observe, he participated. He embraced new challenges, pursued old passions, and discovered a vibrant world he had always been too afraid to explore. Each new experience, each brave step, was a word on his page, a chapter unfolding. His book was no longer empty. It was a living, breathing testament to a life finally lived. The moral of Lewis's story is a profound one for all of us. Don't let fear turn your story into blank pages. Your life is your narrative, and you are the author. Pick up your pen, embrace your dreams, take those risks, and fill your pages with the incredible adventures that are uniquely yours. Don't wait for someone else to write it for you. Start writing your masterpiece today. If Lewis's journey resonated with you, please give this video a like. Share it with someone who needs to hear this message, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories. Let's fill the world with boldly written lives.